Hello, welcome along. Nigel here with you, Nigel's Modelling Bench. Welcome back, or welcome along if you're new. If you are new, please hit that subscribe and hit the notifications bell. Give us a thumbs up. It all helps. It all goes towards getting the channel promoted through the lines of YouTube. So, quite a big month this month. It's June. We're covering June today. It's the 1st of July. It's Tuesday and it's hot. I personally can't stand this weather. At least if it's a bit colder, you can put something warm on. But when it's like this, our houses, nothing we have in this country is designed for these kind of temperatures. It's not like a big issue. It's still not the hottest day recorded in June ever. The hottest recorded day in June was in 1976 when they had that massive heat wave. If you remember that one, I remember that one. That was terrible. So yeah, you don't mind so much when you're a kid. It's when you get older that you can't sort of control your heat. And I'm one of those, I really feel the heat. I don't really feel the cold, but I really feel the heat. Maybe because I grew up in America, I don't know. But certainly Florida is very similar to this. It's very sticky, very muggy. But California and like, you know, Cyprus and all that, the heat there is just lovely because it's dry. But anyway, enough about that. So here we are, 1st of July. First of all, I want to say massive thank you to all the subscribers. Lots of new subscribers came on board last month, which was very interesting to see because it's probably one of my lower months of content in volume. I mean, which was very interesting. I know a lot of you flocked to see the Airscale Bolt and Pull Defiant, which is a beautiful model, which I will be carrying on with as soon as this bloody weather cools down. The next thing I need to do is paint all the cockpit so I can get the fuselage halves together. But I can't do that because it's too warm. And, you know, with all that lovely detail, I don't want to risk spraying the paint there and having it like bloody sandpaper. I want it to level out. You can use extra thinners. You can do it at night when it's cooler, but then you'd have the extractor on with the window open and everybody else has got their windows open. So it's just, you know, it's just a case of waiting for the weather to cool down and then we'll get on it. Plus, I've also started another channel, which I'll talk about in a minute. Oh, here's Dottie on the move. I'm afraid I'm not going to put Dottie in front of the camera today. She's just too hot and bothered. She's just absolutely like a 10-year-old dog. She's absolutely out of it. So I don't think she knows what's going on. At least it's a bit cooler today than it was yesterday. Anyway, so yeah, massive thank you to all the subscribers. A massive thank you to all those who contribute to the channel. It's very much appreciated, especially in these days. It is extremely appreciated. Thank you very much. And thank you to all the you know, the suppliers and traders and everybody that sends stuff for me to review, and that's great. At the end of the video, there'll be a list of names of all of those who contribute to the channel, so you'll have some music there as well, and it'll go up on the screen in Star Wars fashion for you to see. So, so basically, what have we done in June? I think we started the Ferrari 330 in June, didn't we? I think, or did we start that in May? But that's a new Partworks build from De Agostini, which looks like a lovely model. It's got many parts in it, so very interesting. We obviously carried on with the De Agostini Mustang. We carried on with the Airfix Lancaster, which it's becoming rather tedious with all the repetitive operations, but I guess it was always going to be that way with 4 engines. So yeah, we built the motorbike as well, didn't we? We did the Honda, which is a very nice little model indeed. The other one I've got here, the white one, I may well do a giveaway on that because I've had nearly 10 million hits, so I may do a 10 million hit giveaway or something. We shall see. Something else has arrived today is this. This came this morning, and this is from Verifire. So it's the Super Yamato. So the 1/350th scale. I think it's pronounced Ki or Kai. I don't know. It's that's the name they've given it, and it's basically Yamato with some big 20-inch guns on it. It was never built. It actually ended up being converted into Shinano, but more on that when I do the review. So yeah, we obviously started the Bolt and Pull Defiant. We got on with that a bit in June. A lot of the work I'm doing with the fettling, don't let that scare you off. It's basically a short run kit. And as I said in my last video, I have a feeling my fuselage halves are slightly sort of distorted that way. So if I clamped them down and brought them more round, I think the instrument panel would have fitted in a lot easier. What I am going to do before I glue it together is I'm going to go in and check that the canopy's going to fit. I mean, the trouble is you can't carry on dry fitting and dry fitting and dry fitting. You end up with, you know, a complete dry fitted model that's held together with tape, and then when you actually come to glue it, nothing will glue the same anyway. So we'll see where we go with that one. But I got a feeling it might be better to fettle the canopy or the windscreen to make it fit, rather than trying to bring the fuselage halves down, because they'll probably just spring back up and then they'll take the windscreen out with it. So we shall see. Remember, it's 3D printed resin, so it has to be super glued. So, you know, it's not, there's going to be no weld action or anything like it would with the plastic kit. So we'll see how it goes. But unfortunately, with 3D printing, when you've got large parts, distortion is part of the game. You'll notice when you get your guns and stuff on the frets, there's, you know, machine guns and that, they're generally bowed on the frame, and if the barrels don't have enough support, they'll be bowed as well. So keep your eyes open for that. Peter's also done an upgrade set for the Airscale kit. I've done a review of it. It came in the post today, 1st of July, and it's basically an upgrade for the undercarriage. It had an issue with sagging due to the heat. So stronger undercarriage, all done and retrofitted and sent out to everybody that's bought the kit, so that's great. If you haven't had an email from Peter for some reason and you've got the kit, then perhaps drop him a line and he'll send you the upgrade. So yeah, I've started a new channel, and it's called Nigel's Fiat 131 channel. As some of you know, I bought a Fiat 131 that actually appeared in the UK on the 1st of June. So it's been here a month today. It's all registered now and ready to go on the road. Unfortunately, the engine's in bits because it had an oil leak, and then I found bent valves, and then I found a bent valve spring, and then I noticed another oil leak. So I've basically stripped the engine and rebuilding it, and I'm doing a video on it. So if you are interested in seeing a Fiat 131 twin cam engine being rebuilt, then get on over there and you'll see the car, the wreck that it is. But it's rust free, so that's the main thing. It's got typical Italian body damage where they all bump into each other all the time, don't they? But it's actually rust free. It's incredible. So yeah, I'll be putting another video on that, maybe even later today. Come across another hurdle with the engine, so I'll put another video out possibly today or tomorrow, so you can see that coming along. That's why you've seen my content has dropped off slightly, not only because of the bloody stupid weather we're having here, but also I want to get this engine in because I want to get the car on the road and enjoy it for a few weeks before it comes off the road again to be fully stripped. So that's why I don't want to obviously drive it in the winter, so I need to get it done. The Mustang has been sold. That's gone this month as well. So I sold that purely because, you know, I had 6 cars, and I've only got room in the garage for one if I want to work on it. I've got a 2-car garage, but you can't work on 2 cars in one garage. So it meant having 5 cars outside the garage, and it was just getting silly. So one of them had to go, and I decided the easiest to replace would be the Mustang. So the GR Yaris, I've still got that, still got the Land Rover, still got the Passat, and still got the Vivaro, but the Mustang's gone, and that fetched a very, very good price as well. So there we go. So that's basically what we did in June. What's coming? Galeri have gone in with Amazon, and you know Amazon have their Prime Day. It's always Prime Day, but it runs, this year it's from the 8th to the 11th of July. So Galeri airbrushes have got some fantastic sale prices coming your way. So go check them out during the Amazon Prime Day. And there's some really big discounts to be had, so go and have a look at what's on there. Airscale have announced their Typhoon, so we're going to get a 32nd scale Typhoon from Airscale, and if it's anything like as nice as the Bolt & Pull Defiant, it's going to be a beauty of a model. So that's looking forward to that one. No doubt you'll see that on my bench. The Airfix Lancaster, I haven't stopped. I am still working on it. I've got part 11 ready to go out, and then I need to get it back on the bench and get on with part 12 and get that one finished up. The Sheridan I've been working on up there, but I'm kind of wondering what to do now, because it's kind of, the wheels have to be glued on, but obviously if you glue the wheels on, you've got to paint the tyres on the backs of the wheels, and you've got to get in behind the wheels and everything. So I don't really know what to do. I'm sort of stuck. I'm not an AFE modeler, but I'll get to it. I'll get around that. And then of course we've got the Bolt & Pull Defiant on the bench as well, and I've got this review of this beauty from Verifire coming up as well. Now this Verifire ship, it may not be imported into the UK. I will ask you now, and I will ask you in when I do the review, if there is interest in the UK and there's enough people interested, then maybe Gary over at Tiger Hobbies will import a few. He is the importer for Verifier. Other than that, they're going to be available on eBay, or you can get them from Sen Navy Model Factory. He has one in stock, so and it's $190, I think it is, which is about £138 in today's money. I've made a video today about Sen Navy, and I mentioned it in that. That's how I know the numbers. So that video will be going up straight after this one. So there we go. That's pretty much it, really. There's not really a hell of a lot to talk about. And yes, you are seeing some part works on the channel because I'm really enjoying them. I'm really enjoying the Ferrari, and I'm really enjoying the Mustang. As I say, the Lancaster's become a little bit repetitive. Hopefully that'll start to move on now. We can start getting some other stuff done. I'm looking forward to doing the base. But yeah, there we go. And also work this weather to get better so we can get back on with some plastic modelling. I have been working on some other stuff and been making videos, but obviously everything's come to a halt because of this weather. You all know, it's too sticky, it's too hot. You know, you take the top off the extra thin and it's just in your face because it's so warm. It's just vaporizing a lot faster than it normally would. So I can't stand modelling in this heat. Everything sticks to your fingers. It's just, yeah. So there we go. So that's the update for this month. I'm sorry it wasn't a very interesting one, but there we go. But as I say, there's a couple of videos out there to go out now, and there'll be a couple more coming your way. I don't think there will be a World War I Wednesday this week, obviously because of the heat, but we shall see. We shall see. I've got the propeller there. You can see there's the propeller done now with the wood grain and everything. So here we are. Right. I will see you all soon. As I say, stick around. You'll see a list of names coming up. Those are all the people that sponsor the channel through Patreon or PayPal or just donations or whatever. What I should actually start doing is those of you who give me the thumbs up and the thanks, I should start making a note of those names and putting you in, shouldn't I? But I'm sorry if I'm sorry I haven't up to now, but I think from now on I maybe will. So you'll get a shout out at the end of the month when you do that. So I'll see you all soon. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. And as I say, this Yamato review will be coming your way in the next day or two. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.